when the forest whispered goodnight. The sun began to dip behind the tall, ancient oaks, painting the sky in strokes of apricot and gold. Saren, the owl, stirred from her daytime nap and stretched her wings wide. It was the hour when the day birds went to bed and the magic of the evening began to stir. Down on the soft, mossy floor, Russet the fox cub gave a long, wide yawn. His day of chasing butterflies and jumping over fallen logs was ending. He felt the cool evening air settle over the woods like a velvet blanket, signaling that it was time to find a place to rest. "Shh," whispered the wind as it danced through the pine needles. The sky shifted from bright orange to a deep, royal purple. Saren watched from her high branch, hooting a soft, rhythmic greeting to the first few stars that blinked into view. Russet paused by a cluster of tall, curling ferns. He tilted his head, listening to the patter-patter of a falling acorn and the crinkle-crunch of the dry leaves. The forest wasn't silent. It was talking in its sleep, making the most peaceful music he had ever heard. A silver brook bubbled over smooth, round stones, singing a watery lullaby that echoed through the trees. Saren flew down to a low-hanging branch just above the water's edge, watching the tiny ripples catch the last bit of fading light. Suddenly, tiny sparks of light began to dance in the tall grass near the meadow's edge. Russet tilted his head and wagged his tail slowly, watching the golden lanterns blink on and off like tiny floating stars that had come down to play. High above, the ancient trees seemed to lean closer together, sharing secrets in the shadows. Saren felt the magic in the air, the scent of damp earth, and the sweet perfume of blooming night jasmine. Everything was becoming still, heavy with the peace of the night. Russet found his favorite spot under the twisted roots of a great willow tree. He circled 3 times, patting down a perfect bed made of dry moss and soft, purple clover. It was the coziest corner in the whole forest. The moon climbed to the very top of the sky, painting the world in shades of silver and blue. Saren glided silently over the willow tree, pausing to look down at her friend as he tucked his nose under his bushy tail, safe and warm. The forest whispered its final goodnight through the rustling leaves and the distant hoot of a friend. With a soft whoo-hoo, Saren closed her golden eyes and drifted into her own dreams, guarded by the silver moon and the singing trees.